Yeah, so it's 6 a.m. Sunday morning. What am I doing up so early? Why do I have a bike helmet with me? It's not that my bike was stolen. Well, I hope not. It's I wanted to try something interesting today, early in the morning, because I think this is the best time to do it. And early Sunday morning, so not a lot of people are out. So I got 200 pesos as a reward from my Philam Vitality app. So if you don't know what that's about, go check it out. So complete your steps in a week and you get rewards, and one of them is a Gcash reward, cash reward of 200 pesos. So what I did with that is that I installed it to an app called Moovr. So Moovr is, from what I know, from my limited information, but just by seeing it, it's a bike share program that's located in the business district of BGC. So yeah, I wanted to try it out. I wanted to see what's it about. I've never, technology and stuff like that often doesn't work because we're in the Philippines and stuff like that. But I'm hoping this one does. So yeah, I want to shoot videos this time in the morning because yeah, there's not a lot of people. I mean, I could see that there are a lot of bikers, but then in terms of pedestrians and the people who are in actual BGC, it doesn't look like there will be too much because shops are closed and people really don't use it as a bike route because there's so much stoplights. So I'm looking at that to work in my favor. The reason why I wanted to do it this early, why I'm trying to avoid people, is that there's a new strain of COVID that our hospitals are being overwhelmed again, so I've heard. So I don't want to take that risk of me being infected and me infecting anyone. So one comment, initial comment that I have with Moovr is that you need a helmet to ride the bikes. Well, it's an ordinance everywhere. I mean, you can't just ride a bike without a helmet. I mean, everyone does, but it's not recommended that you do. So it's just that nobody really has separate biking helmets, and if you do own a biking helmet, then you do own a bike. And if you own a bike, I don't think you're going to be using Moovr a lot. So yeah, that's the initial downside that I see from it. So that's why I brought my own helmet. So we're coming up to the Moovr station. Here are the Moovr scooters. So let's choose a bike and let's see if this works. So what bike? Let's choose this one. So here's the QR code where you can scan it. And there's a handy place where you can place your phone. And so let's see how this works. So start ride. Hey, there we go. It's unlocked. It is unlocked. So time is moving. So I just need to set this up. Okay. Okay. Sige, kuya. Okay. Yeah. Hey. So weird. Because the seat is so low. The seat is so low. Is the seat supposed to be so low? Okay then. Alright, so BGC 123. That's the end of the journey for you and me. So let's see. So 33 minutes end ride. Right. So it says here, if you're done with your ride, you have to take a photo of your vehicle. So sure. There you go. Alright. So it says here, this vehicle's lock is still open. Please close the lock first then end right. Alright. Okay, there we go. Right then. So my ride has ended. How was my experience? It's about 5. So I spent, as you could see here, total distance of 4.57 kilometers. Total duration is 34 minutes and 28 seconds. Ride cost is 40.17 with a value added tax 12% of 4.82, so the total is 44.99. So much more expensive than I had expected. So I was just expecting to pay like $1 per minute. So yeah, there's all these things. So yeah, anyways, that's that. Submit, and yeah, there we go. So just a quick review of the my Moovr experience, and plus the experience of riding bike around BGC on Sunday. Moovr, in fairness, was very seamless. I mean, I just had to figure out a lot of stuff. That's why it took so long. I mean, I wouldn't have spent that amount of money and that amount of time just biking around with them. But because my mount got broken and I had to set up so much stuff and stuff like that, so yeah, basically just with my camera, I spent around 15 minutes fixing that and just 20 minutes less than 20 minutes biking around the city. So with the bike itself, it's a very pleasant ride, I would say. It's a single speed bike. It's one of those bikes that it's a city bike, I would say. And I've never ridden one. It's the first time I've ridden one, and it's very nice. The seat is very comfortable, like what the card said. The seat is very nice and soft and cushiony, and then it's a nice pedaling experience. At first, I had to adjust the seat because my knees were killing me. The seat was so low, so my knees were bent in a way that's not good. Once you get the seat hiked right, it's a pleasant experience. I mean, and BGC is I guess it's the perfect place to place the Moovr, to make a bike share, because there are not so much hills. So city bikes are ideal for cities like BGC. There's not so much hills. There are proper, bike lanes, and then so I didn't really have a hard time, throughout my biking experience. There was one part where there's some incline, but then not a very steep one. Overall, a very good experience. Single speed bike. The thing with single speed bikes is that they're slow. I had in my head you could circle the entire BGC business district area in 15 minutes. So I was surprised that I was able to do that I wasn't able to do that. So I was conscious of the time because I wanted that's an experiment where you can get from the end of BGC to the other end, and it only costs you 15 pesos. So that experiment failed because it won't cost you 15 pesos. There's VAT that you have to think of, and then there's there's a distance, and then because it's a single speed, it won't get you as fast. You could pedal like a maniac, but then there's still a lot of traffic lights and things like that. So you probably could. I was just conscious because I was making a video and so much things going through my head with my camera just basically sitting on the carrier. So I probably could, but then it's not the most ideal. But then it's nice for a city like this. I guess it's ideal timing because it's gonna be summer soon. It's actually pretty hot. It's early March, but then the heat is already coming in, and then next would be the humidity. So walking along BGC, which used to be a nice experience from December to February, won't be so pleasant later on. So I guess this would be very helpful. And the guard said that throughout the day the bikes are being rented on a regular basis, so there might not be enough bikes for everyone. So but during the summer, instead of walking, you can take the Moovr bike and go from point A to point B, and that should really help people out. Just hope that there are enough bikes for everyone. So we'll see. Throughout my experience, it's early in the morning, but I was the only one using the Moovr app, the Moovr bike. And another thing about the Moovr app is that I don't know if it was because I was using an older phone, but then the app just kept locking my screen. It doesn't perpetually stay on screen, so I have to unlock my phone every time, just to see, so that I could get statistics on how much time I've spent in the bikes, so that I could be conscious of, alright, I want to park soon and stuff like that, or where's another place I could park and stuff like that. But that's one thing about the Moovr app that I think needs to be improved, but everything else works. So now we're gonna find a place to sit down and eat the breakfast that I made. Hopefully it's so good.